Are live. Gunners of Africa, you are welcome to the match review show for the game between Arsenal and Leicester City. It was a good game of football, and we actually played properly. And but this is our first live, and I'm here with Memphis. Memphis, how you doing?
Yo, I'm good, Ash. Doing nice to
It's
be here with you once again
nice to always have you on the show. Nice to
at
always have you.
Gunners. Yeah,
So it was a good game of football actually, and then we were unable to bring you match day fan reaction yesterday because of the election in our country, in Nigeria actually. We say more could go vote, and we don't vote wisely. We don't come back house.
I hope
how was how was
Nigerians.
how was the election in your part, Memphis?
But I just hope that Nigerians watching this our live video right now. I hope you guys exercise your franchise and hopefully, Ash. I hope you voted. Though. This one we see
Even if I
watching
don't vote,
Arsenal.
the election come meet me for house.
So hopefully on Tuesday or later today, the results that we all want to get. But I wish that
So let's move to what brought us here. The results on Saturday. It was an important win.
marvelous. The total town hall different. It was a bag of blue. The
But do you know something? That's like I don't want to use the word boring. That's the most one-sided 1-0 I've seen.
yeah, I told you that the game is tough. Yes, and I told you the game. You understand me? The game was we had chances we had, but unfortunately Ben White held he held Ward's hand and the goal was overruled. You understand? So the goal is flooding the game. It's not like we didn't play well. We played well. We paused them. Leicester City. They come part to the mid block, yes, and
Yes.
we
Yeah.
kept pushing on from the first block. Come the enter low block. You understand? They kept, when watching these gladiators, and when they are trying to fight themselves, this one is coming from this end, is pushing these ones back. So we kept pushing Leicester back. We kept first minute of the game, and yeah, boom, TROSSARD's goal. They overruled it for offside. I think we are supposed to have a penalty from bringing down SAKA. We are not giving second half.
I okay. I guess we should be used to the VAR thing already. We should be used to it already. It's when it's Arsenal, it's not given. But when it's not Arsenal, they check properly. When it's not Arsenal, it was clear. Saka was brought down. That was a clear penalty. But it's Arsenal, so we already know these things actually. So I believe yesterday when I saw that incident and they showed the replay about 4 times, 4 good times. There was somebody sitting down in that control room. There was a referee there who didn't check that. Now because now Arsenal now, say when na Arsenal na normal thing, I saw it be.
Say for this, let's see what they go look. You understand? They go like, this will look and too much now. They go say now Joro Mo show him just once. It was a clear penalty, but you understand, but in some angles it looks soft, but it's a clear penalty. The Premier League referee at Premier League Studios, he said it was a penalty he didn't give us, and I'm gutted about it because we need more goals. You understand? Man City more goals than us. You understand? so that when it gets to the point whereby we are level on City on goals, you understand? So we need to be scoring goals, and so when the opportunity, we're not being given this PK, these opportunities to go top on the league. It's really for us. You understand?
So
But
yesterday's
so
game,
many of us, I'm talking about it.
yesterday's game, who impressed you the most?
I would say Leandro Trossard impressed me. He did his hand. When we know we bought him to battle, understand, we mainly bought him to battle Martinelli, but it seems the Nketiah, which I personally like, and he played that role magnificently well. You understand? You can see the goal he scored that was overruled. That goal was a striker's goal. Mount came
What
in.
a finish!
You understand? Roof, you understand me? That's a
Yeah.
beautiful finish from a beautiful player. You understand? So tried to win the man of the match. It shocked me. You can see his assist to Martinelli as well too. He very, you understand? It tells you that this player does not need time to adapt. You understand? For Arteta, thumbs up, kudos, class signing.
Who needs Modric?
I believe Modric will be regretting right now for making that money. You understand? But the moment Trossard came, I kept saying it that look, I like this boy. So that's it. So I'm not surprised by his performances, but his performance caught my eye.
Another player I want to talk about is Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel impressed me yesterday. Actually, you know his progression of the ball. He's cool under pressure. He's now cool under pressure. But first half of the
Yes.
season, he wasn't cool under pressure. But he's now cool under pressure. He progresses. He progresses with the ball very well. He distributes the ball very well, and he's tidy in his tackles. It
Yeah.
was vivid yesterday. He did these things properly yesterday, and at some point
Yeah.
I was like, this is the same thing Saliba was doing in the first half of the season, and we were always praising him. You understand?
Yeah.
Gabriel is actually doing that same thing right now. And I feel like he's not getting enough of the praises, actually. He's not getting the praises he deserves. But currently, everything Saliba did in the first half of the season, Gabriel is doing it right now. And he's doing it properly. Currently, he's our best defender. He's our
Yeah.
best
He's our
defender
best
currently.
defender. Yeah. There has to be leader. There has to be a leader in every department of the team. And in the back line, whether it's the three at the back, whether it's the back, is expected to be the leader.
Yeah.
You understand? He's very good at the ball. And you know our core theta ball, our defenders are meant to be very good on the ball because we usually play from the back. I think it's high time these guys have seen that it's very possible for them in the league. You understand? There's no point being
Yeah.
shaky. There's no point being shaky because they'll be pinching themselves that what need is there for me to be shaky when they are already scared of us. You understand? So for him to be shaky, he's in a very good team, a very good structure. The team is doing good. He's very good on his distribution. He's very good on tackles. He's very good on winning area duels. He has to be confident. You understand? He has to be confident. He's winning. The club is winning. He has to be confident, and the manager backs him as well too. So he has to be confident and motivate. I like the way him and Saliba is putting in the shift. Whenever Saliba is up and running, whenever Saliba is nervous, him too is moving. back line of defense is needed. So kudos to Gabriel. He's doing a very good to him.
Yeah, and I want to personally talk about the player that didn't really impress me. Martinelli got a goal, yes, but
Yes,
I was not impressed with Martinelli's first half. You know, the first half no impressed me at all. You understand? I saw
that's the thing.
go on.
No, go on.
You know, in the first half, I saw so many instances where he was actually supposed to square play the ball at once, and at that point in time, I was like, this player is actually having something going on with his decision making at this time. I was impressed with the goal, good decision making, far corner, Thierry Henry's kind of goal, Aubameyang's kind of goal. You understand? Perfect finish. But
Yeah,
in the first half, I was not impressed with Martinelli's performance at all. And I kept on, at some point, I was like, what does this guy want? Do you actually want rest or something else? Because he was not actually giving me what I know Martinelli normally gives. But in the second half, he came in and he actually did better than he did in the first half, but he didn't actually do what we know Martinelli for. I don't know about you.
I won't lie to you. At halftime, I was calling for him to. You understand? Because he had a very poor first half. Poor decision making. To shoot, he will pass.
Yeah,
Back couple of back passes here and there. So I don't know. But the rest, you understand?
yeah,
It still has to do with form. This was from saying that his performance was in terms of dropped. Yes, those are Martinelli is a very skillful player. He's very talented. The goal will still come. That can affect the decision of the game, the outcome of a game. That's the reason why we'll keep him on board because Arteta knows what he can do. You understand? This same happened at the Brighton game. That was 31st night, December 31st. You understand? He didn't have much on the ball, but when the chance came, he went on and scored.
I got a goal actually. I remember that game.
Yeah, I think for now, between him and Trossard at that left wing, the shift should just becoming how him and Trossard can be able to alternate the shift. You understand?
Yeah,
If Trossard is playing and in the first half and is coming in the second half rejuvenated, you understand? But Trossard has showed us that he can rotate the left wing, nine position, and I believe that Arteta okay once it's getting hard, you can come to the nine position, shift to the left.
yeah,
You understand me to help
yeah,
these players. You understand?
yeah.
So talking about Martinelli playing at the nine position now, Arteta was so stubborn to do that, but when the lineup came, I saw Trossard nine, Martinelli left. It's very interesting to see these things. It confuses your opponents.
We
Confuses.
needed something. You guys have been calling for something new. Arteta need to change something, and finally, though, he did. He changed something. You know, Nketiah actually needed the rest. Nketiah needed the rest. So Arteta brought
Yes,
something
we've
new.
been calling for this throughout the course of the season. You understand? You can't just use one exile to. Listen, you're not a club. It's only a club that want to use, and now he's telling on club massively. Those how many
Yeah,
years he's telling on him. You're not club. Test them. You understand? Another new thing that I think we'll be seeing very soon is Party and the boys. Rotate these boys. At least Nketiah has gotten a rest. Against Everton now, Nketiah can come. You understand? So that when Gabriel Jesus comes, you know, you cannot just boys and every every day. That's the mistake we made, and that is one of the reasons we left the cup competition so early. You understand? You can't just play these boys because they're performing. Just play them week in and out and stuff. You understand? Rotate. So we needed it, and I'm so happy that Teta has been able to hear our cries and now thanks
We're
to our January window.
talking about rotating. You talked about Partey in your comments, and the last time we missed Partey, or let me say the only time I can actually say we missed Partey in these two games was the first half against Aston Villa. But from that second half against Aston Villa till this game, this this game that we played, this Leicester game, first and second half, we have not missed Partey. Actually, Jorginho was fantastic. I will use the word near perfect in this game, this Leicester game.
Yeah, he was, but he was not. It was not so near perfect. At one point of the game, I missed Party defensive wise. You understand? If there's more on their counter attacking, they would have destroyed us. From what I saw in some aspect of the first half, even the second half, when they decided Kelechi and with Anavi Barnes, if they are spectacular, for instance, now like how Manchester United, they are so spectacular with their counter attack, they would have hurt us. And in that aspect of the game, pattern of the game, he wasn't so up and running. You understand? Attacking wise, he throws one or two passes here and there. Massive vision, great vision. He wasn't so active. You understand?
But,
I believe
but
that.
he won the highest tackles. He won the highest tackles on the pitch. Most touches on the pitch, most passes on the pitch. It was all Jorginho.
Those are stats. His stats
Okay,
is
so
just like, but from what I saw, there were some. I think when Avi Barnes was on the ball most of the time, he was the one left to mark Avi Barnes, but I don't know if he was doing this tactical. And Avi Barnes, the player that if you give him that space, he will keep going. He's just like Anthony in that fashion. Keep going straight if you give him the space. You understand? But when Party came on, Party was playing in front of Jorginho. You understand? Well, I think he needs to add more defensive attributes to his game, though. He needs to improve to his game. But he's a fantastic player.
yeah,
He's a very good player. He's doing his job very well. He's doing his job very well. So
for me, actually, I feel like he apart from Gabriel Magalhaes, my other bright spark in that game was Jorginho. You know, for once, I sat down watching an Arsenal game, and I was like, you know, no Thomas Partey, but I was still no
no,
Thomas Partey. I was still, because Jorginho was cool on the ball, detected the tempo of the play very, very, very well. Like
sure.
Intel Leicester midfield say, see, I go show and say me, I don't play midfield, no be today. You understand?
Sure.
He reminded me what it's like to actually have a ball playing midfielder control the midfielder, and he actually did it properly. And then when I saw him winning
Sure.
tackles, you know,
No, when I was talking, I was talking about defensively off to Arsenal. You understand? Well, he was being battered in the game too. They want kill him. They want beat the guy.
say
They want
when they find out say in the worry for that midfield, and they can't they give him some hard tackles. See that one we Vardy do him. Vardy just ran into him.
exactly. You understand? He's a good player. He's a good player, but I feel he has to add more to this game though.
I know say
That
I know say what you define, you never see him. First of all, you were not
Maybe I don't
impressed with the
see him.
signing. Yo, you don't see him.
I don't see him. I see him against Aston Villa. I see him against Aston Villa, but I'm just saying, he's a 5.
Yeah,
You understand? You need to add more like defensively to his game. It's good.
yeah.
It's perfect for Arsenal offensive. In short, this party, this Jorginho sign will make party not to go on injury anymore because you know that boy, if I will miss my place for this thing. You understand? You can see it in party's face yesterday. He wanted to play. The guy they para. You understand? So I want people that will come, and because of your
Yeah.
injury, we know come fit achieve wetin we fit achieve. Tomiyasu was Quarantine was just dealing with us with his injuries here and there. We brought Go to Antane, we brought in Tomiyasu, you understand? So we should get in players, replacing players. Start replacing players.
Um,
It's good for us.
you
Thank
said
you,
some,
Chelsea.
you said something about Odegaard after the game.
Yes, I don't know, but it's an unpopular opinion, and I'll still say it here. Times where
Okay.
we need him the most, it doesn't turn up. This thing because the team is balling. You understand? Time where you need him the most because he's very good on the ball. Sometimes I go they wonder now what the gap it is. You go they count leg like say I don't know. You they count leg and it's not nice.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not nice. There are games whereby you be like, oh my, if Odika don't turn on for this game, nothing for us. And when you begin to imagine that this person now with the way they rely on, sometimes where you go shoot, you go pass. Where you go pass, you go shoot. Like it does this stuff. Let's just say 5 out of 10 does it. But it's not so noticeable now because the team is winning, everyone collectively and stuff. The coach is doing very well, but I've spotted it out, and probably if you guys spot it out, you can be able to and also say it on the show too. But he needs to
you know,
step up
you know,
for us.
sometimes he
You know,
doesn't really.
my problem with him. You know my problem with him. Form. He no, like he no go even try see making just perform. If that day, if you know the game, he know they at all. If you get me, like some players, it's like you see, like for instance, Tavares we play rubbish in 20 minutes. Tavares we play rubbish 20 minutes. Then go use the remaining 20 minutes make up for him. But sometimes when we think I want to do some kind of stop 90 minutes, you just be like, what is going on? You just be like, what you be like, is this guy better pass this team when they play? I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah, I
I'm
understand
not
you.
saying Odegaard is not good, but there are certain times. I know Odegaard is one of our key players in terms of creativity.
Yeah,
Is you understand?
yeah.
Like okay, I keep making reference to our season, decide our game. Odegaard was not in the game. I think there was this same Newcastle again this season when we had this goalless draw. He was not in the game. He was not in the game, and even he was not in the game. I just want him to. I'm not asking him to make assists every match week, but just like Jorginho is just doing the basic things, and he's doing it well. And do it to at least be consistent in the basic things. You understand? Not when you do this the other week you can't be able to produce result at all again. So he was a good
That's
player.
why that's why we are actually a proper team now. That's why we're actually a proper team now, because when some players don't perform, other players pick up. You understand? There was a time in this club when Aubameyang wasn't scoring, nobody will score. You understand? It was that big of a problem. There was even a time where we had to depend on Van Persie. When Arsenal play ball, even if you don't watch the match and you yes Arsenal win 1-0, all you guys ask now, Arsenal win, then say yes. Guys ask who score if you yes Arsenal 1-0, say na Van Persie score. You understand? There was a time like that, and then we moved on. He got to Aubameyang. It even happened with Alexis Sanchez. There was a time like that too. Understand? But currently, we have a team where goals can come from anywhere. Goals can come from anybody. If goals too hard to come, Gabriel Magalhaes go bring them from corner kick. You understand? So it's a good thing right now that even as Martinelli, players like Martinelli, Odegaard have actually dropped in their performance rates. Some other players can still take it up. You understand? And I believe that it actually lessens the pressure on individual players in this team. It lessen the
Yeah.
pressure on players. You understand? They like Martinelli now. I believe he's no, even if fans are saying he's not in form, he's not, but at least he's not under that immense pressure because we are actually a ball playing team and everybody's balling out. You understand? So
Nothing you're saying now, eh? This thing you're saying amounts to when thing is rosy. Because I believe, I know I'm saying, they all agree that Odegaard is a good player. You understand? There are some games whereby or play low block against us.
yeah,
We need Odegaard on the ball more than even partying on the ball.
yeah,
You understand me?
yeah,
Aspect I'm going to. You understand? Now, when teams begin to play low block, Odegaard is the only player in Arsenal that can hold and play one or two passes through the eye of the needle. And when the fans and the club depends on you to make such move, maybe because of the physicality of your opponent or because of balls to play, you understand? It's
yeah.
disturbing. Games now. These 14 games remaining, okay, of course we have Everton tomorrow. But this remaining 14 games is not like it's just 14. You understand? There are games in between these 14 games. So I don't know if you get me. There are games in between.
Yeah, I get you.
So fatigue begins to come in, or when you start meeting Premier League clubs and want to throw the game at you, or they want to, or there's some clubs that they want to do everything to make they play mid block, they play low block at you, and now the team is Odegaard save us today. Play one pass and they win because of what I don't know. That's my issue. Because whether I like season,
Well,
you understand me.
last season we didn't have. I understand what you're saying. I clearly understand you. Sometimes you actually want that special moment from certain players in certain games, especially these low block teams. Your creative midfielder has to be on top of his game. You need him to trade those passes that will break actually the defensive line.
Exactly.
I
The
I get
Casola
what.
effect is expect.
Yeah,
You understand? The Jack Wilshere effect. You understand? Make it be see is even create these chances and the striker cannot score. Then you just there will be a time. Mark it somewhere. There will be a time inside these 14 games now. 14 games. There will be a time we will be crying for a goal. We'll be crying. Who will make this pass for us? Who will be, and you just begin to see my guy. My guy go the count. To wonder, is this guy no better than this?
Yeah.
He's a nice player. He's a nice player, but I think he should be prepared always. That's train him. I'm not saying he's a flop, but Odegaard should be prepared always. Captain of the club. So
I feel we should actually give the player time. I
Odegaard,
feel we,
Odegaard,
yeah,
a
we should
senior
give.
man for Arsenal now.
When I say time, I know it means say make we give him time to adapt. You understand? He don't play first half of the season. If Martinelli if he lose form, what he got to easy now. These players they are young. They are young players. Easy. You understand? And they will definitely
No,
it's not it did normal to lose form. Oh. It did normal to lose.
so are you trying to say that Odegaard has lost form?
Well, what you're clearly saying is his performance is not at the level it was when at the first half of the season because he was scoring
I'm not
goals.
saying I'm not saying I don't know. I don't know how you get it's not about form. It's not about form, but I just sometimes when you need him the most because what I'm talking about is because if you say it's about form, that means maybe a run of 6 games, it doesn't get to a perform at all. It doesn't. But he could perform for 4 games. That particular one game you needed him the most. Like he won't play anything. Then the next game, then maybe the next 4 games. Oh, this guy go. Do you understand me? That's what I'm talking about. Understand? But issue of
I,
form.
I, I clearly
It's
get
something
you
that
though.
happens occasionally. Something that happens mostly against physical teams. It happens mostly against physical.
I can't argue this one actually because it's true. Against physical teams, Odegaard sings. It's true. But it's a good thing, like I said before, it's a good thing that we have a team that that can actually spring up things when the person we expect to spring up things is not springing up anything. Like for example,
Yeah,
Trossard's pass to Martinelli for that goal. You understand? That was a killer pass from Trossard. That was a marvelous pass, and we are in a team where if Odegaard can't do it, Saka can do it. If Saka can do it, Martinelli can do it. You understand? And mind you, the man who can do it all is still coming, Gabriel Jesus. He can actually do it all, and you could actually see that when Gabriel Jesus was actually in the team, Odegaard was scoring more. He did score goals when Gabriel Jesus did the team. You understand? So I believe that
yeah,
Gabriel Jesus is coming back to the team will unlock so many things. He will unlock things properly.
yeah, more. Don't miss that guy. Don't reach time he come back.
Because he'll come
You
back,
don't
no
reach
fear.
because what I'm saying is because we need more goals. We need more goals. This is time. Although the goal city is high, but I think to get to that end whereby said the way it is now, that is even happy that we will soon start Europa League football. Anybody who drop more points or he said anybody win the league. What's now, what's your take about that? It's very, very powerful.
My take about
Carola saying that anybody who drops, anybody that is between Arsenal and Man City, points, will win the league.
he said Guardiola said anybody who drops points,
Drops lesser points between Arsenal and Man City in the league.
anybody who drops lesser points. I don't think is wrong. I don't think is wrong though because right now we are 2 points ahead of Manchester City with a game in hand, and we know
Yeah,
the, we know the way Manchester City operates over the years when it comes to title race. If you want to win the title against this Manchester City team, win your games. That's just it. Win your games. If you don't win your game, pray that the day you don't win your game, they don't win their game. That's just it. For
Well,
example,
they have.
against the game against Nottingham Forest, days like that, you need to win your game. It won't always happen. You understand? Days like that won't always come. So days like that, you seize the opportunity, you win your game.
Just when I was holding my chaplet against Bournemouth. Please, Bournemouth. If I this 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Nah, I don't know. It is finished. Otilo.
No.
It is gone. I do what Nottingham Forest did, but they could not just do it. Right from the first half, they were shaky. Your games, just like Asha said.
Win your games because we're getting to the time of the season where Man City goes on their regular 10-game run. They win 10 games, and most times it goes 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. We're getting to that time of the season. You understand? And it's the business part of the season. So at this particular time in the season, all you need to do is just win your games. The days Man City drop points and you're playing after Man City. Let me say Man City have played, they've dropped points, and you're playing later that day. You have to win that game. That is how you win the league against Manchester City.
Okay, I want to talk about Shaka and Party. Do you see? Sorry, I said Shaka and Party. And Party. Do you see these two duos partner for Arsenal?
Jorginho, who and Partey?
Because I think Arteta tried to try that, but against Leicester City, we brought in Party much more. Took Odegaard out, and the two played together. The Party played ahead, was behind. So do you see that happening in the future?
I think going forward this time of the season, in some games, and looking at the fact that we clearly know Shaka is tired, he's fatigued already. It's obvious, but we just keep playing him because there's no other person. Okay, there's Fabio Vieira, but there's a but on that one. Best known to Arteta. I feel like at some points in the season, in some games, I would like to see that partnership. You understand? In some games, I would like to see the Jorginho and Partey thing. I would like to see that partnership. I would like to see in some games where you need to control the midfield, you need to control the game and still be hard on your tackles. You know, you have two type of players in Jorginho and Partey. One that can win the ball and one that can keep the ball. So it gives you a rigid midfield. Partey wins the ball, the 30 tackles, Jorginho keeps the ball and dictates the tempo of the play.
Now, I want to blow your mind a bit. There's something interesting approach of playing these two guys, because I know that so far, if you are Party, and so far Zinchenko is in that game, that means Zinchenko is still dropping with three guys that can hold the ball magnificently in that midfield.
Yeah.
So that means is this an assurance that we are winning the Europa League?
I want to see.
Because what I've just explained to you now is
Talking about the Europa League, if I want to see a final in the Europa League, I want to see us now Manchester United. That's a final I want to see in the Europa League.
right.
I want check. I get everything I want check.
Right. You check, no kill you. Just be like your HIV status. What do you define? One day you go see him. This TV you go check. I'm scared of you.
Because I believe we're actually the two most informed team in that competition right now. So I'd actually want to see that final. But talking about the Partey and the Jorginho combination, in some games you need that. You need that in some games. In some games where you need to actually control the midfield properly, and you need to be rigid and at the same time tactical. You need those two actually.
Yes, and the Europa League is not. You can't approach the Europa League as the same way you approach game.
Yeah.
If you do that, I bet you 9 out of 10 you get knocked out. That's why I guess the manager is now rotating now. I was very surprised. Now see the normal in KTR. Well, at the point, Martinelli and Trossard, they were rotating that left midfield, and then I wish you could I wish you could look at that goal right now. You can see Trossard giving his assist to Martinelli, and Martinelli giving you the Henry style where you have to bend like this to arrow to
Yeah, that was
sharp
actually
sharp. It is.
fantastic goal.
Hopefully, we can see these rotations. I want to see Kirill. I keep talking about this. I want to see Kirill.
I I think that would be actually one hard one right now. Right now, Kiwi, I believe is a good player. He will definitely he's getting enough time to actually synchronize with the team and all that. But currently, right now, person waited that position. Oh boy.
I'm not saying I want to see him to rival anybody. He never reached to rival. No. For Spurs, yeah, Spurs never get there. They never recover. They've been having, you understand? But just give me like a cameo. He deserves a
Yeah,
cameo. Come on
it
now.
deserves.
He deserves, honestly, he deserves a cameo. Just give him a cameo and maybe just give him that, make him come hold the game. You understand? Just bring him in. I want to see, I want to check which one will buy. Get which I want to check. I want to check something will buy. But nevertheless, there are still lots of games for 14 games to Premier League, about 4 games to go in the Europa League. So, no,
I,
notwithstanding, I think we'll see him.
I believe we'll see Killer if we actually win the first leg against Sporting Lisbon comfortably. You can actually see Killer probably in the second leg. But if the first leg against Sporting Lisbon is a tight game, and then going into the second game, the second leg is a must win, I would actually prefer Gabriel to continue. Don't risk anything. You understand?
Yeah, why keep you know he's versatile. You understand? If you want the man, you can also put him there. And he's also good on the ball too, so ahead. So it's fine. No, notwithstanding. Hopefully we signed a nice. Hopefully,
Yeah, definitely. We signed a very good defender, and I guess he will get his time. He will get his chance. He would actually get
now
his time. Brendan Soja said something.
speaking about Brendan Rodgers,
Okay,
is
go
it?
on, go on, go on.
Speaking about Brendan Rodgers, he for Mikel Arteta and his tactics. I believe say the guy go the won't be Arteta assistant coach. He admired. We could see in his pre and post match comments about Arteta, love for his tactics and stuff like that. Well, I believe Rogers was compact. Even his even what first and his although before now they were full of mistakes, but they too were compact at the instant. That's the price you pay for being a good team. You understand? It's a good team. So
Mikel Arteta played with the
nice.
best.
Hopefully,
He played with the best. He learned from the best. He had to, Moyes, Wenger, Pep. He did his homework. You understand? And don't get me wrong, he actually had time too. He failed and he picked himself up. He learned from his mistakes, He called it a process when he came. He told you he is the process, and he had to learn. He had to make mistakes. Although I know in games there are some things he will do, and I'll be like, this man. But that shows you that
Nobody, nobody should compare Ateta with Ten Hag. Ateta is a very good manager. You know, when Manchester United, when Ten Hag came, Man U was, would I say, an uncompleted collapse. You understand? But his predecessor was okay, was Ole, and if you look at Ole's season, trophies, yeah, but at least in the finish second, Abi
yeah, he finished second once.
was finishing second. At least he was going to the Champions League. But when Ateta came to, I think I was reading an article and I saw that the games in 2017, I think so. I saw in the article he has been in the game for that long. No, he said 2000 and I think when they said when Ateta was still playing in Everton, the Hag has been in the coach. I think that was 2009 or thereabout. I saw it in an article. Confirm it though, but I saw it in an article. But now we can all agree that came to Arsenal. Arsenal was worse than what Man U was before Ten Hag came. Super League, style of play different, bruised identity, no decent signings, no CV from Arteta, no whatsoever. The only CV he had was being an assistant manager to Pep, which is not a really spectacular manager. You understand? So all the glory will go to Pep, although he's very open to saying that look, this man is behind my success. But because not every manager will want to do that, you understand? No CV. He's doing the job. Even these 3 years, he didn't get the signings, except that he was able to make some marquee signings on his own. You understand? He already had world class players. He's United. He came, he met some, was able to buy some. You understand? And that's what's fast forwarding his stuffs online saying that Tata Ten Hag, it's that though.
Yeah. I believe the Hang has it easy at Manchester United. I've always said that. I've always told United fan, your manager has it easy. He came, he met good players. All they needed was just a manager. They needed just a manager and some players, and they got in. They had 70 plus million to spend on Casemiro. You understand? And 80 plus to spend on Anthony. So what they needed was just a manager. It was just that they had a manager who me I feel say supposed to manage that club. You understand? I felt Ole was not supposed to be managing Manchester United. All they needed was just a good manager. They had and some few players, and then a manager that could come in and get those players running again. But Arteta coming to us now, Arteta had so many things to do: discipline, players, culture, the bond with the fans again. You understand? And it was
Yeah,
actually a process. So it took him time. He suffered actually. He said it. He suffered. You get, but at the end of the day, we're actually ahead of our schedule. I will always say it. We came into this season with top four as our number one target, but right now we are fighting to win this league. You understand? So
kudos to Arteta. Kudos.
nobody should compare both managers. One has it easy, the other one had to actually dig deep to get to where he is today. Honestly, that's how
Yeah.
I feel.
Next up, Everton. Everton Football Club. They were handlers before.
But did they come Emirates now?
That yeah, they're coming to Emirates. You understand? And they've been having some couple of bad results. Lost at Anfield. I think Aston Villa knocked them in pepper soup on Saturday.
I expect
And
same thing. I expect Dice. I don't know whatever his name is. I expect him to turn up the same way. Actually, I don't know why I feel that way. I feel he will turn up the same way, the same players, the same tactics, the same system. I believe that's what he would do. Actually, the man's stubborn, oh, but you know, Arteta is a manager that doesn't let you beat him twice. You cannot beat him twice.
yeah,
You understand? So going into this particular game, this Everton game on Wednesday, Everton, they are coming to the Emirates. The fortress, still the
different.
fortress. Actually, they'll see
Mentality
something
is
different.
different.
Mentality different, crowd different, noise different, atmosphere different, and the football also will be different. The boys will turn up definitely. The boys will turn up.
Town hall different.
It's an important game, a chance to go 5 points
Personally,
play.
yeah, I feel mentally you've already won this game because played them 3 weeks ago. They they were having, you understand, it was a manager
Yeah,
bounce, and already we have Goddison. So did they have at the Emirates, you understand? They wanted to do at that point was to try to win and stay up the table.
yeah,
And we too, because Man City is chasing us, you understand?
yeah,
And the point gap as at then is no more enormous,
yeah,
you
yeah. It's no
understand?
longer
So
enormous. Yeah,
now mentality wise, we are leading. We are 2-0 up. Football is not played on paper, neither is it played on the studio. Football is played on the pitch for us to bring in that performance. And why I'm concerned about this, and why I brought about Odegaard's talk here in this show was because these guys are physical. Just like you said, expect Ghana, Unana, Dukuri, double everybody. You understand? And that game, it will be one-sided. I see it that way. To be totally, to be highly physical, and you need Baba Odegaard for that because they will still come up with this card of doubling up on Saka. Now, mind you, they're coming to the Emirates for at least a draw.
yeah,
If they draw that game, they don't win that game to them. You understand? So going forward, you just want to stay back, protect. So hopefully we get one of them and move 3 points.
okay. Actually, going into that game, I believe the players know what's at stake. I believe the players know what's at stake. 5 points clear of Manchester City. So going into that particular game, I just honestly feel I know the game will be one-sided, like you said. They will everything will go back, go stay, leave the ball for us. You understand? And then they want to actually press. They will actually press when they are supposed to. They did it in the first leg. They pressed when they were supposed to. They sat back when they were supposed to. They doubled up on Saka, Martinelli, and the rest when they were supposed to. So going into that game, I believe that they will come with the same approach. And I want to say what we need to do properly in that game. We need to control the middle of the park. We need to control the midfield against their physicality,
That's where Odegaard comes in.
against their physicality, and we need to spread the ball. We need to use the width of the pitch. You understand? Stretch this team. They want to be compact. We need to stretch them. So the likes of Martinelli, Trossard, or Saka can actually make these runs in in between. That's what I think we need. That's what we didn't do in the first leg. I think we need to do that properly. And this brings me to a question: Jorginho or Partey, who would you want to see that day start?
Man, physical game. Let party start. Let party start because the game will be physical. These guys, what do you call them? Everton want to use the Newcastle approach. I believe we're looking through the reels, the video reels of how Newcastle was able to come out of the Emirates with a point. You'll be flipping through their video reels. You understand? I think Party should be there. If Party is not having a nice guitar or much later in the game, there's Party can play just as but there are these tackles that but no when it comes to breaking play, interceptions. You understand? He
Yeah,
does it more. Let's be frank about that. His party is not shy away from making certain, especially
tackle.
when you see Dokore with ball they come. You see Dokore big. Say now you sef dey chop fufu, although dey chop better fufu, but you know
Yeah,
the one wey be today fufu or yesterday fufu. You understand? So I think party will not be these big boys. We cannot rush on like want to play his basic 4-4-2, pack everywhere like you said. So I think party will thrive in that. And also party can Jorginho is high, is much more technical. But I know you go Jorginho. I know you will go Jorginho.
I'm looking at the fact that we need to control the midfield. Like I said, Jorginho is good with protecting the midfield, keeping the ball. I would want Jorginho to play that game actually. I would want to see Jorginho actually. I would want to see him. Honestly. No lies. Because I feel like I understand that he's not physical. Yeah, I know, but he can actually dictate the tempo of the game. And that's one reason why I would want to see him.
Party too can they take the tempo. That's why it's been called the stabilizer.
Well, well, I get you though. I get you though, but I wish I could see Jorginho and Partey in that game, but I just feel we really need to take that game to Everton. We need to be quick, decisive with our passes, sharp and
Yeah.
fast. Honestly, I feel we actually win the game. I
I
believe we
must get
win.
it right this time because that's our so-called game. So we are we have to get it right this time around.
Yeah, yeah.
This time around, will the game go to our favor?
All
Your
right,
predictions
all
for
right.
the game?
Uh, I would go with a 2-0. Two goes to Arsenal.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's a huge one. Two goals to Arsenal. Who's gonna score?
Nketiah is coming back with a goal. Nketiah is coming back with a goal. And
Are you
then,
sure? Yeah.
yeah,
Are
Nketiah
you
is coming
sure?
back with a goal in that particular game. And then Bukayo Saka will get a goal.
It's alright. Well,
So
I'll
what?
go with a 3-0.
A 3-0.
3-0.
Yours is bigger, bigger and bolder.
So let's say. Now then make we draw 3 points. We must now on the final day. So I believe another Emirates should be a different ball game.
Yeah.
And I don't think Shondai should be so confident against us because already they've welcomed into the Premier. They don't do and welcome to Premier League.
Welcome to the Premier League.
To be the normal ever we knew before we played them. So
So you believe we are getting 3 goals against Everton? Well, I believe it's a 3 points in the
yeah,
bag already. I believe it's a triple. I believe that's a 3 pointer game for us.
Three
So
goals and 3 points.
thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you all again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Peace out.